So this is what we are supposed to do. So first, before hata tuanze, let me just say what we need to do. So make sure that you are always ready to put in something. So don't be afraid to unmute, say yes, I'm following, okay, or even say a question.
MKs.
Yes.
Venye ulikuwa una create yo app uli skip JavaScript ama?
Ukiweka minimal ina create bila the JavaScript and all, ina create just the structure for an API, so I don't have to use no JavaScript and all. That's
Utanaweza onyesha hiyo nini yenye uli create
so
nayo nione tena.
let's new, and then you put the name of the app, pizza something, and then if this is the flag, minimal like that. Sawa?
Yeah, niko sawa.
So
Nikona swali, sorry. Nilikwambia ukifanya all that then it's giving you the error could not locate gem file na niko kwa the right file path directory. How do I solve that?
ati nakwambia
Could not locate gem file.
umefanya lels new maybe you can share and see, and we see what is going on.
Okay. Can you see?
Yeah. So,
Sorry, it's loading a bit slow, but it's coming.
okay, don't worry.
So when I bundle install, right?
Ulishikanisha nini pale, ndio maana I think so.
Ulishikanisha?
Fanya hebu fanya Rails new alafu the name of the API unaweza ita pizzas.
I don't know it's but nifanya Rails new, sorry, Rails new.
Rails new.
Yeah.
And then pizzas.
And then?
Pizzas. The name.
Oh, pizzas, yes.
And then nini fanya nini space. Andika sasa flag minimal. Unaweza andika pia flag ya API, lakini andika tu minimal.
Andika tu minimal. Like that.
Equal flag. Utaweka hyphens 2. Sema ni flag. Yeah. Like that.
Okay, so I guess that's it.
Sasa okay. So hata hutahitaji kufanya bado install,
Sasa itakuwa sawa.
itakuwa sawa, lakini make sure ume cd kwa folder ya pizzas.
Already nimecd kwa folder ya pizzas.
Ume cd sasa. I don't think ume kwa folder ya pizzas.
Already nimecd ndio hii. Hapo.
Uko kwa phase 4 code challenge. Sasa cd pizzas. Code sasa hiyo.
Okay. Let me see if it will run.
You don't even have to do bado install. The first time you do latest new, it will install all the...
It will install everything.
Yeah, it will install everything.
Dependencies. Okay, thank you. Please stop presenting.
Okay. So we are here. Tulikuwa tunasoma nini? The deliverables. So this is what we are supposed to do. We're supposed to create a Rails backend. It has create the Rails project, a new repository. Tumeshafanya hivyo. Yako make sure ni private, alafu you make the TM a contributor. So kama huko sure how to do this, tutafanya after tumemaliza project. Ensure you regularly commit. So tutajaribu kucommit as many times. These are the guidelines. So we have restaurants, and then we have pizzas, and we have restaurant pizza. Restaurant pizza is just mainly a joint table between the restaurant and pizzas. Yeah. So let me give you the scenario. So we have many restaurants. So hizo restaurants zina serve Italian pizza, for example, and then they serve pepperoni pizza, but you will get that the pizzas go at different prices in different restaurants. So though it is the same pizza, haitakuwa exactly the same object, like we can't consider it as the same object tukieka price, lakini tukieka a joint table like venye tumeweka restaurant pizza, it means that restaurant pizza could hold the price of that pizza in that restaurant, so that now a pizza will have many restaurant pizzas. It will have many places where it is being sold, and then a restaurant, of course, will have many restaurant pizzas as well, and then we'll have a restaurant having many pizzas through the restaurant pizza, and then we have pizzas having many restaurants through restaurant pizza again. So, and then the restaurant pizza will belong to a pizza, will belong to a restaurant. So that is what we are doing here. So a restaurant pizza belongs to a restaurant, alafu hizi ndizo the attributes ya pizza, attributes of the restaurant pizzas, the attributes of the restaurant. So I think, and then we have this validation. I think from here we can just do these models. It is really simple, really easy to do this with Rails. So we need a pizza resource, a restaurant pizza resource, and a restaurants resource. So we can do that by generating those resources. So tutakuja to else g for generate, and then resource, and then the first resource is called pizzas, and then what does it have? It has a name, it has ingredients, hizo zingine zitakuwa tu created. Nimeandika that vizuri? Yes. So we generate that. Yes.
Resource ni pizza ama ni pizza? Do I think ni
actually you can write pizza or pizzas. Yes, we'll understand. Ita create model inaitwa pizza. Ukiangalia hapa kwa model, tunaona inaitwa pizza.rb.
Okay, sawa.
So unaweza tumia pizza, unaweza tumia pizzas. Napenda kutumia ikuwa plural kwa nini, kwa generators. So you can use singular, you can use plural, it will all. So let's create restaurant pizza. Sasa tutumie ikiwa singular. Okay, just give me a quick minute, guys. Okay, I'm back. So we create a restaurant. Can you hear me, guys? Mic check.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can see my screen too.
Yeah.
Nice. So we create now the restaurant.
Iko fedi kidogo hiyo screen yako.
Okay. Na venye sitaki kufanya nini? Let me present again. Sitaki kuongeza screen size because nataka tuone ikiwa half.
Hata sio screen size, ni iko blurry kiasi kama shida network.
Now?
Sasa hii inaonekana.
Okay, so tuna create restaurant pizza. The restaurant pizza iko na price, iko na price is an integer, so we have to say that. String ndio inakuanga default, so then it has a pizza ID, still an integer. Then it has a restaurant like that ID, which is an integer as well. So that is it. So we can generate. Nimeenda haraka.
Bana.
I'm sorry. But you can see what I have done. This is the resource we are creating. So resource creates the models, the controllers, it even creates the louds, louds.rb. We will look at all that. Usijari, Mayang, we'll do a lot of this until we get used to it. So
MK.
just how, yes.
MK.
Yes.
Hiyo restaurant pizza haifai kuwa capital inaanza na capital letter.
Again, no.
Cool.
You can just do it like this. Unaweza fanya ikuwa plural, unaweza fanya ikuwa but it is recommended that you do the name of the model. The name of the model or the name of the controller. So you can do it in singular or plural. So ukiangalia hapa kwa model,
So
this is it. This is what has been created. Ona. Restaurant pizza. You can go ahead and ask if you have another question. Okay, so let's go on. Now we are going to create the restaurant. So again, let's G. Let's G resource. So we need to create, it is restaurant here. Restaurant. Okay. So yaandikwa kwa hivyo restaurant, yeah. So it has a name and an address. Those are the only things it has. So we'll create it very well. So you can see all the things that it has created. It has created a migration with a table that has name and address. It has created a test unit. Tunaweza andika no test framework, but we hatutegemei our specs hii, so tuko tu sawa. And then we have the controller, and then it will create the views. It will create a test unit for the controller. It will create a helper. It will create the resources. So we can look at those things here. So we have our pizza. Ina inherit from application record. Application record inherits from active record. Then we have the restaurant pizzas, and then we can check at the models that we have. These are the models for pizzas controller, restaurant pizzas, and restaurant controller. And then we have here the migrations. So we have the pizzas with the name and ingredients. We have the price, and we have then we have the restaurant pizzas, and then we have the restaurants. Ukiangalia restaurant, let's look here. Hazina timestamps, so unaweza kuja hapa and then utoe timestamp kwa restaurant. Tuko sawa?
Yeah.
Okay. From there now we can commit and say that we have generated resources. Okay, you are supposed to commit a more descriptive commit, lakini naandika commit dogo juu ya type. Unafaa kuandika generated resources this and this, or you can even commit every single resource. Okay. From there we have been told about
Are you not supposed to commit from the terminal? must.
from terminal. It is tiring. Unaona venye nimecommit haraka, ningeenda kufanya git add, git commit message, that would be a lot. Lakini you have this source control extension that helps you do that very fast. So utakuwa unasikia kama kucommit ni kitu inakuchosha, alafu inakuonyesha the changes that you have made, so you can commit a file moja moja. Yeah. Through the video nitajaribu kuitumia, so you will see how versatile it is. So from there we have been told about associations. So tumeambiwa that a restaurant has many pizzas through restaurant pizza. A pizza has many restaurants through restaurant pizza. A restaurant pizza belongs to restaurant, belongs to pizza. So we add those to the models. So tunaanza kuja hata tuanze hapa. So we have been told that this one he belongs to, okay, sorry, he belongs to restaurant. So ni restaurant moja hivyo, alafu he also belongs to pizza. So pizza moja hivyo. What else have we been told? We have been told, okay, now the pizza, oh, has many restaurant pizzas, and then it also has many restaurants, alafu through is a key, and then restaurant is the same, through restaurant pizzas. So this order is very important, guys. So huwezi andika he has many through before restaurant pizzas. Sawa? Okay. Kila mtu anaona screen yangu vizuri?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's go to this one now. So has many restaurant pizzas, restaurant sasa, and then has many no pizzas through restaurant pizzas, like that. So tumeongeza the associations. From there, so we have done all this. The next thing that we are told about is the
MKs.
yes.
Hiyo join table inafaa ku included kwa nini, kwa relations, ama ukiweka tu kama ya restaurant has pizzas, many pizzas through restaurant pizzas peke yake. Like lazima iko na hii relationship ya nini, iko na many restaurant pizzas.
Lazima ikuwe na hii relationship ndio ikuwe na hii. Yeah.
Then basi nini hizo instructions zao ziko complete basi because hazina hiyo.
Ziko nayo.
Imesema kama mimi nasoma
umeona ziko zote. The restaurant has many pizzas through restaurant pizza. The pizza has many restaurants through restaurant pizza. And then a pizza belongs to a restaurant, belongs to a pizza. So okay, so this one will also mean that the restaurant has many restaurant pizzas and the pizza has many restaurant pizzas.
Oh.
Yeah.
So hapo ndio nilikuwa nimejichanga.
Okay.
Nilikuwa nimefanya nikijaribu nikitumia nini console, nikijaribu kuangalia price inakataa.
Oh yeah. Okay. So from there we can put this validation. So najua it is a validation for numericality. So a good way ya kujua about validations, you can always be looking at list validations. So documentation again, very important. So we have the validations here. Tunaweza angalia validation yenye itafanya something equal between numbers. So it is somewhere. So we have exclusion, inclusion, strength, and numericality. So this one is the one that helps us. So you can see inakuanga na methods zenye yenye moja ni greater than or equal to, and it has another method that is less than or equal to. So and we want our price, the price for a restaurant pizza to be between 1 and 30. So tutakuja tu kwa restaurant pizza. Okay. So we are at the validation. Tutaandika tu validates, and then we can validate the price ndio tuna validate, then we are validating it from numericality like that. So it is a key, and then you can put the methods that it has here. So tumesikia iko na greater than or equal to, kwani alikuwa hivyo. Okay. Greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to. So it is greater than or equal to 1. Then tunaweza weka koma tuandike less than. Let me do this. Pretty less than or equal to 30, and you can close that. So good, we have added a validation correctly.
Yeah.
Just from here, what I would
Maura,
yes.
hebu copy paste hiyo kitu hapo kwa chat, sioni vizuri. Sioni kama hizo ni square brackets.
Hebu niambia kama niki-increase unaona better.
Yeah. But Maura,
I
was asking, na kama tumetumia ile ya range inawezekana? Yani hiyo ya numericality nimeona ile nini ya alafu 1.2 1 double.
Okay, this is another one that we could use.
Na kama tunatumia hiyo tutaweka between 1 to 30 au between 1 to 31?
Ni 1 to 30. I think itakuwa 1 to 30.
1 to 30? Sawa, asante.
Try and tell us.
So ni numericality ama inclusion?
Numericality.
Okay.
Okay. So from now, I would ask the best thing to do from here ni ku create some seeded data. Usienda ku create route kwanza kama huna data, because you will not have a way to test the routes. And again, it's not a good idea to create routes before you have known that your associations are working correctly. So tutaenda our db seeds, tunaweza futa this template code, and then we can put let's cook some pizzas, and then so we need to create pizzas restaurant and restaurant pizzas. You can create just 5 restaurants, 5 times 2 restaurant dot create. So the restaurant has a name, and the restaurant has a address. So I think the best way, the Fika Gem iko na nini, iko na some iko na some restaurant data yenye tunaweza fake from, so let's put it here. So gem Fika nimetumia so much, najua iko version 2.3 done 2.3. so after that you have to bundle install to get it in. Si lazima uandike by the bundle install, you can just write bundle. Nice, go in. I hope siendi haraka, tumetumia Fika sisi wote, that is why sijasema a lot about it. So Fika has a restaurant, so you can take the name. Fika also has an address, unaweza ziangalia. Link Street address, yes, and then to end. Okay, let me just show you what you are supposed to do. So unaweza angalia Fika, so kuna hii link ya GitHub yenye unaweza pata all the data Fika has. So nimesema kuna address, so ukiangalia the address, it has a city, a street name, a street address. So nimechukua street address, that is what I have taken. Yes, pia iko na restaurant. Where is the restaurant? Yeah, so nimechukua just restaurant dot name. Okay, so from there tunaweza create the pizzas. For pizzas, I don't think Fika will be of much help, lakini I know someone with some code yenye iko na nini, let's steal from them. So there is someone who has some code yenye we can steal from, but don't steal from him, or don't steal from me and then from he. Okay. So acha tuzipaste hapa. So we nimepaste some 5 pizzas hapa zote zinatusaidia with the ingredients. From there we can create some restaurant pizzas. So this is this is some trick that you create the join table last, so that you have already created the parent model. Hizo parent models ndizo zitakusaidia ku create join table. Join table ile model yenye iko na join table yenye tunaweza sema ni child, inategemea ID ya pizza, inategemea ID za restaurant. Okay, have you gotten that?
Kabisa.
Okay, so we can create like 20 of them, 20 restaurant pizzas, 20. So we'll just do restaurant pizza dot create. So it has plies, so no, tulisema tunataka plies ikuwe between 1 and 30. Hatutakia last mapema. And then we have pizza ID. So pizza ID. So this is where that trick will work, because sasa we can look at the pizzas that has been created, pizzas.all, and then we need a random pizza. So tutaandika pia random tena. This is long, zinafaa kukuwa brackets like that. And so we come here, random, and then we shall use pizza dot count, and then so this one will give us a random pizza, and then we'll take that random, the ID of the random pizza, and then we can do restaurant. Restaurant ID. So again, restaurant dot all, and then so restaurants dot all ni array. So if it is an array and we want an element in the array, we just have to put the index. So that is what we are randomizing. So we'll randomize the index by doing restaurant dot count, using restaurant dot count. So we cannot put a number that is higher than restaurant count, juu itakuwa inarudisha null. Okay, ID. Good. So we have our restaurant pizzas, we end. Okay, acha, mnaona screen vizuri?
Yeah, kwangu naiona.
Okay, so you can see what we have done. Tunaweza put pizzas lady. Okay, so from there we can seed. So kila mtu tuko at par ama kuna mtu tuko too fast? Let's db seed. Okay, so let's see it. You expect to get some errors during seeding, sure. Usually, but you just solve them. Oh, you can see niko na migrations, kwa tumefanya migrate. So after migrating, we can see it now. So let's go. Pizzas are lady A. That is the first time I have done that without leaving some end out of the way. Okay, so from there
Umepata hela kila wakati.
ati
Umepata hela kwa seed kila wakati nikifanya any project.
so umeona, for the first time nimefanya collectory. I'm surprised, can't believe this, believable. So let's see. So the next thing you do, you have to test your migration, your models, your associations. So tunafanya, let's see, tuna make sure there is something like restaurants. Tunaweza hata tumia tu dot count. Tunaona we have 5 of them. Wacha tuone kama ni ukweli pia. Tunaweza angalia kwanza. So we have the name and the address. Very nice. And then we can check for the pizzas. So pizza dot first. So you can see we have our margherita pizza and the ingredients and all the stuff. Okay, we can test now the restaurant pizza. Let's go restaurant pizza dot count. See how many we have. We have 20. From there we can check now the associations. So we can do restaurant dot pizza dot first. So we can do dot first ama tunaweza fanya dot trust. Then to check for restaurant pizzas. So that, and we can see we have our restaurant pizzas. Very nice for the last one. So we are sure that works. Tunaweza angalia sasa restaurant.trust, pizza.trust.restaurant, and we can see it has restaurants. So we are sure the has many through is working. The next thing that we can do, so tunaweza fanya pia restaurant. Tunaweza angalia pia restaurant sasa. So it is a class, so should start like that. Dot first dot last dot pizzas, that, and you can see our pizzas for the first guy. Nice. So from there you can control D to get out of the console. Tunajua sasa associations in work, we can go to the next deliverable. There we are. So the next thing we are doing is creating louds. So as you know, the guy for creating louds anaitangwa anakuwa ako config, anaitwa louds.rb. Okay, louds, here we are. So this one will create all the HTTP methods, lakini we don't want that. Tunataka ku create just a few routes that we need. So tutakuja and say for restaurant tumeambiwa to create, let me do this for now. We create a get. So get tunaitumianga na action ya index. Okay, so from there just go to the controllers and create our method index that will be getting all the restaurants. Restaurant controller. So let's call restaurant controller with the index, and then for index we just have to render what? JSON. We just have to look for restaurant and then say .all. Okay, this is how we have been told to render them. Ukiangalia like that. So we can come here and do now else as to see if we'll be able to find our restaurants. So nice. So tukuja hapa and look for localhost. Oh yeah. Okay, so restaurants. So you can see our restaurants very well. Yeah, we have our 5 restaurants. Okay, so before maybe hata to continue sana tuongeze hii show, there is something I will introduce that will help us with the controllers. So hizo vitu zinaitwa serializers. So down the line we will find that we need to customize our data or our responses in some way, na tulisema we don't want controllers dealing with logic as logic to do with models. We just want them to be middlemen. Tunataka tu wakue, they receive actions, they set responses, they don't do logic. So tukasema to do this we use the serializers. So the serializer will, okay, using the serializer now you can decide what attributes you want to be sent to the clients, how associations will be handled, how you will handle nesting and all. So we can just look at the gem yenyewe inaitwa active model. So iko na class inaitwa serializers. That class is the one that we will be hiyo class ndio tutakuwa tuna inherit from. So let's just come here in Ruby gems. So we are looking for active model. Active model serializers. So you just come and copy this one. We will add it to the gem file. So just say unaweza kama unataka kuambia other developers what your nini is doing, you can come and take this description, paste it here. So it allows you to generate, oh okay, so I'll have to copy this again and paste it. Allows you to generate JSON in an object-oriented and convention-driven manner. Yeah, and the convention here we don't want controllers dealing with logic. Good. So we can add a new terminal here and do bundle again just to get the serializers in. So inakujanga with a generator. So tukiweza fanya list G tunaweza ona kama kuna generator ya serializer. You can see we have a new generator for serializers. Okay, good. Now we can go back and see. So we can try now to create a generator for the restaurant. Yeah, a generator for the restaurant yenye itakuwa inatugeneratia not a generator but a serializer for the restaurant. So just have to, this one guys, I had somewhere it should be always in singular. That is ukiweka in singular, that is how it will enable let's to map it by default. Oh, sorry, this should be a serializer. Let's G serializer, nimeongea mingi before niandike. Okay, let's G serializer restaurant.
Bonga kama ina record.
Ati?
Ina record.
How many trust? No, ina record.
Sawa.
So okay, so we have generated now the serializers, and you can see there is a folder for serializers with a serializer. Initially inakuanga na ID, so we can see this is how we are supposed to generate. This is how we are supposed to generate the restaurants. Zinafaa kukuwa na ID, name and address. It's also the default way, so we can just do ID and then name and then address. So actually let's first see if it will render only the ID. Sawa, tuone kama imemap, imejua. So ni hapa kwa localhost. So usually unaona hakuna kitu imefanya. Usually you might need to close the server and open it again. Unaweza pata. So just do that and then do this again. So see what, if it takes the changes, you can see. Okay, inaleta only the ID because that is what we have put. So now if we add the name and the address again, evaluate. Okay, okay, nice. So from there tuko na this show, inaita show kwa sababu it is by ID, so we have to go to the louds and add a show method, then say for the restaurant we have a show as well. So we have to put it again in the controller. so yeah, def and then show. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, you might want to save it in a variable, so you can say we can get now the restaurant, say restaurant is equals to restaurant dot find, tusema find by inakwanga na ping which will generate or will raise an exception if the restaurant is not found or if there is an error finding this restaurant. So we find by ID balance ID. And then we of course render it. We render just some restaurants. Okay. So we can see this is how we have been told to render the restaurant. When you get it by ID, it should have the pizzas also. Okay, so we can do this. We can maybe include pizzas and see how that will be like. So I'll close this here. So let us look for one. Okay. So there is something here. You can see there is no pizzas. Where are they? So this is how it is like. So Lace will be looking for a serializer for restaurant. Sawa? Alafu itapata kuna serializer. Yes. Na ndio hii serializer, restaurant serializer. But this serializer doesn't say anything about a restaurant. Haisemi kuna restaurant, kuna pizza mahali. So anytime hata uandike ati hapa include pizza, bana haitaweka kwa sababu the serializer says there is nothing like that. Okay, so what you would have to do, I don't know if this will work without the other serializer, but let's try. So say to make as many pizzas and say now if one will bring the pizzas, and that is true. Okay, but this will bring another problem. Now tukiweka restaurant hapa, restaurant tutaona zote zinakuja na pizza zake, and we did not want this, si ndio? Tulikuwa tunataka restaurant, ukiitisha restaurant zote zinakuja zenyewe bila pizza. Okay, so this is what we can do. The best way to do this, just make it green. Wachana na restaurant ikupatie just the restaurants peke yake, and then what you will do, you will generate another serializer that will deal with restaurant and pizzas. Okay, so restaurant and pizzas ndio hii. So sasa this one will give us the name, the address, and then it will have as many pizzas. Okay, and then what we will do, because still utaona now our restaurant yenyewe hazina pizzas, lakini ukiangalia restaurant 1 pia haina pizzas na tunataka ikuwe na pizzas. Okay, so what we will do now, tutaenda kwa restaurant control again, we tell the show this one to use a serializer, another serializer, not the default one. So tutaandika serializer. So and then we write the restaurant and pizza serializer. That. So now if we check, okay, why have you not updated? Okay, let's do this again. Kuna time inakaa before you update the
Check the spelling for serializer.
oh thank you so much. You can see that was what was there. Very important. Yeah, some other person ataona your error vizuri kushinda. That is why working in a group is synergetic. Okay, from now kuna kitu ingine bado sidhani tumeweka response yetu venye inahitajika. Ukiangalia this response here, ni wapi? Ya restaurant peke yake, this one. So the pizzas again, they don't have the updated art, the created art. Okay, they don't have that. So this is what Rails does. Acha nikuja kwa serializers. So nikisema that restaurant has many, so nikiandika hapa has many pizzas, let's we look for a pizza controller. So if it can't find it, it will render the whole model the way it is. I mean, for a pizza serializer, sorry, it will look for a pizza serializer. If it doesn't find it, it will render the model iko. So we'll get this kind of a thing with created that, updated that. So let's now create a pizza serializer. Okay, so we can just generate pizza. Okay, it has been created successfully. So we come to the pizza serializer. The pizzas should have a name and the ingredients and the ID. Should have the ID. This one. Yes. Okay, so just do that. So we do the ID, and then there is the name, and then there is the ingredients. Yes. let's now see kama nini yetu ita change. So you can see very well, created that, updated that, they are not there. So we have done this and we have done this. Okay, let's get now to the other one.
Hebu go back to controller. Mimi vile umefanya hapo kidogo. Controller ya ile umeweka kwa show.
Restaurant controller.
Yeah.
Here. So I have just done that. I added as the restaurant serializer as the serializer, because the default serializer itakuwa inaitwa restaurant serializer, ndio inatumika hapa. Okay, so now because we have created a custom serializer, we have to say we have now to add an option of the serializer like that. That's all.
Okay.
So we go to the next deliverable. So we have been told to render this error if a restaurant is not found. So tulisema that should be just easy. We have to rescue from that error, and we have to make sure we are using the find by with a pen. So let's just write rescue from. So what we are rescuing from when it is not found ni error ama exception inaitwa active record, record not found, record not found. So record not found, so we let's go it with a not found response, not found response. So because we never want our not found method to be seen outside this class, we can make it private. So make it private and then def not found response, not found response. So this one will just render it will render JSON an error that says restaurant not found. Okay, and then we can end that. So let's see if that works by trying to get maybe a restaurant number 25. So tunaambiwa undefined method record not found. So I'm sorry, yeah, it should be with that method. Ni rescue from is a method that is going to take two parameters. So the first parameter is the exception, and then is what you are rescuing it with. So you write with is a key and then your method. So let's try that again. Then you can see restaurant not found. Is that okay? Yes. Okay. From there on, we are told now to add a delete that will delete restaurant by ID. So let's do that. So delete method yake inaitwa destroy. Yes, that. So destroy again, it will be do the same thing. It will find the restaurant by ID copy. So again, if the record is not found, it will throw that error, and then it will render. Okay, kuna kitu hatujakuwa tukifanya, tutafanya tu just like now. So it will render a JSON with empty, and then hatujakuwa tukiweka status codes. So the status for empty is called no content. No, once you have deleted in a rotational content, and then we end. So again, show should also have a status code. The status is okay. The same as index status is okay. Okay. Yeah, actually done with that. Give me a minute, guys. Quick one.
Hello, MK.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Umetuliza ndio nakusikia.
Oh, nilikuwa nimewaomba you give me a minute, lakini nilipata my phone was not charging. Go about kuzima. Just a minute. Okay, guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue. Don't know what will happen, but let's continue. So, okay. Okay, so tumesema again destroy. What we have not done, hatujaiongeza to our louds only. Let's add destroy as well. Destroy is a key, is a symbol. We'll add it like a symbol because it is a method. Okay, so let's first test out if it will throw an error if we try to destroy an existent record. So again, we can't destroy through the browser, but we can destroy. Mnaona screen yangu vizuri? Mtaniambia kama mnaona vizuri once I reduce the screen size. How is that? Can you make out?
Iko sawa hata kama tunaiona kwa umbali kiasi.
Now?
Iko sawa.
Okay. So we try to delete. So just delete from restaurant to, yeah, we can try to delete the second one. So let's send and see what we get. So we get a very curious thing here. Get unprocessable entity. So this is what happens. Rails by default, it does not allow you to delete records. Unaona kama at just because someone akona the endpoint, unajua anaweza delete records ama anaweza post records, so it doesn't allow someone to do this. It will allow you to do search with authorization. So tukiangalia kwa server, we can look at the here. So unaweza kuja somewhere huku in the top. This is the error that happens when you try to delete a record. Inaitwa CSRF na italeta ikiwa unprocessable entity. So CSRF ni something. So you can try to look when you hit such an error, always try to look if you can see other people, invalid authenticity, other people who hit the same. So you just come to your browser and paste this. So you will get, of course, people have gone through CSRF. So there is a good explanation here. Close site request forgery. So it's just a way of preventing again malicious web page attack. So now if we want now to do it without having to do the authorization, we can just do this. Kwa application controller, we'll just have to say protect from forgery with nullation. So there is no authentication. So utakuja and add that line to application controller. Yeah. Yes. So let's now try to delete the record and see. So there is a server error. Nice. Nikuonyesha tuna progress. So let's see. I didn't need this. Let's see what server error there is. So they have told us that the status code is unrecognized. Oh, it should be no content, not not content. So the status code here, Fakukwa, no content. Let's try yet again, and you can see we have our status code, no content, and you can see here that we have deleted the record, have we? Destroy. Okay. So there is something else yenye tunaambiwa hapa from our rubric. Wanatuambia that when you delete, so if the restaurant exists, it should be removed from there along with any restaurant pizzas associated with it. So how do we do this? So we don't want restaurant pizzas that do not have restaurants. So what we do, we just need to make a dependency for has many. So I can come to this model and say that this has many, destroy is dependent on it, like that. So now every time we destroy a restaurant, it will destroy all the restaurant pizzas associated with it. So let's try and destroy yet another one. Okay, so wacha tujaribu kudestroy namba 3. So set it has destroyed. Let's see. Oh, amenitisha authorization. Let's try to get and see if we have 3. Oh, we still have 3. We did not destroy it. Hamkuniambia. Here, we did not destroy the restaurant. So now when we destroy it, it should also destroy the restaurant pizzas associated with it. So let's try to destroy number 3 now. So no content, and you can see now kuna a lot of lead because restaurant pizzas ndizo kwanza zilianzia kunyongwa, alafu from there tuka destroy the restaurant. Yeah, okay. Mko ama mlilala?
Tupo.
Tulisema for programmers the night is morning, so we are just starting. Okay. So
nauliza ni code gani tuliweka kwa application controller?
Oh, pole. Nilienda hapa haraka. This one. So protect from forgery with null session.
Okay, so
just to say, do not care whether anyone just is trying to do malicious stuff. Let them do it. but when you are building an app in reality, this is a line of code you never want to see because this means that anybody can come, delete records, add records, and do all those stuff. But tutafanya all content ya authorization and we'll deal with it. Okay, so from there, let's go back to the rubric. Yeah, we are. So after deleting the restaurant, so return an empty response along with the appropriate status code. So we have done that. And then if the restaurant does not exist, return JSON data with along with the status code, and we have tested this. So from there we go now to the pizzas. So we have been told there is a get pizzas, so it means pizzas have an index method. So again we come to the routes, so pizzas only index, and then we go to the pizza controller. Pizza controllers the hour, so we want to def index. So again we just render JSON. We want pizza dot all that, and then of course the status code is okay. So wacha tuangalie kama tutawapata hapa. So the pizzas. So it is not found. Oh, we are supposed to get probably. So you can see our pizzas here with our status code, and we have the pizzas. So that is just quick and direct. Tulikuwa tumetengeneza serializer, so do not, you can see already haina updated that, haina created that, because we have already created the serializer, the pizza serializer that has just the ID, name and ingredient. So just writing in the pizza's controller hapa, just writing like this, it will now look for the pizza controller, yeah, and now return the JSON as the the pizza serializer, and return the JSON as the serializer says. Okay, now we are done with that. Let's look at the other person. So we are supposed also to be able to post restaurant pizzas. So we post restaurant pizzas. Okay, so posting route inaitwa method inaitwa create. So this route should create new restaurant pizza associated with the an existing pizza, an existing restaurant. Should accept an object with the following properties. So should accept an object with a price, a pizza ID, and a restaurant ID. So again we go to the louds total b. So now the restaurant pizzas, they have a create endpoint in louds. Out. So we go to the now restaurant pizza controller. We need to add create it is messing my life. So tumeambiwa that let me just put this here, that one, it should accept only these ones. So we can just do now our restaurant pizza, that one dot create. So we can just create using restaurant pizza params. This will be a param hash that will create, that only permits on this. So again, should be private, don't need anyone to see it outside of the class. So def restaurant that's pizza params, and then here we just have to take the params and then permit only the price, the pizza ID, and the restaurant ID. That and this. Let's just space out this thing just to make them readable. This. So we create it and we can save it in a parameter. I can save it in a parameter just to be able to return it in a more cleaner way. And then just remember to return what. So this loud should create should accept the following, and it does. And then if the restaurant pizza is created successfully, send back a response with the data related to the pizza. So haturudishe restaurant pizza, tunarudisha the pizza. Okay, so let's try and do it. So just have to render our JSON. So what is it returning? It is returning this restaurant, his pizza. That's so what we expect is that restaurant or restaurant.pizza, that it will also look at the serializers, find if there is a serializer for pizza, and return for us the correct thing. Also, to remember, there should be validation errors, if any. Kumbuka, we put a validation for restaurant pizza. Yeah, sure. So it means that if this is not meant, that record cannot be saved in a database. And also, if you use the correct method, there will be an exception list. So we can just go back now to the restaurant pizza controller. So now it means that if this is not successful, that is, if the pizza is not created, tukitumia bang, an error will be raised. So we can now rescue from that error. The error that will be raised will be also from active record, called record invalid. So record invalid. So this comes when we have an unprocessable. So so tunaweza ita unprocessable entity response, and then again it will be to avoid the same mistake. Now tell me with. So again, def unprocessable entity response, and then what we'll do here, actually, unprocessable entity response, or this exception passes into you some object that will give you information about what is happening. So we can just call that object invalid. So this one is what will give us the error that we can return, and so we just say error is invalid. So invalid has the record, the objects, the active record objects that has errors, and then the object has the errors, and of course the status code is unprocessable entity. I hope nimeandika that correctly. Yes. Have I added? Nope. So end. Yes. Any question, or we give it a shot? You are here, I expect. Yes. Okay.
We are allowed.
Let's give it a shot. So we are trying to create now. So creating is post. So we are trying to create restaurant pizza. We will highlight that correctly. Restaurant pizzas. Yes. And then we can write the body. So let's see. Okay. I should write it like this. The price. So we know that it is supposed to be between between 1 and 30. So let's just create something outside, and then so the price, and then the restaurant ID. Let's say we have like ID, an ID that we don't have, 7. Okay, and then try the pizza ID. Maybe you could have this one. Let's say 3. Okay, now let's try to send these. I'm expecting. So good. So we have unprocessable entity. Okay, here we can see they are telling us the restaurant must exist. A very good, useful error. And then the price must be less than or equals to 30. So you can see our validations are working. I think this one is plays the pizza also should always exist. So we can try and see if 10 will add an error. Exactly, the pizza must exist, the restaurant must exist. So when you create something like this and you have declared the macros belongs to, it will have an exception for this. So let's now put valid data and see if a new restaurant pizza is created. So we can say this one is like 15, and then we are sure that we have a restaurant 1 and a pizza 1. So let's send, and you can see very nice, it gets for us the restaurant. I mean, it creates the restaurant pizza and returns for us the pizza for which the restaurant pizza was created. And you can see that it does correctly restaurant pizza controller. Yes, unaona imeweza kupata our pizza serializer that filters out the created art, updated art, and it has given us the pizza with only name, ID and ingredient, just like we did it, just like tulifanya kwa pizza controller, pizza serializer, like this. Very nice. Let's rock. Hey, tumemaliza. Ala, mesha haraka aje.
Haraka na vile naona ni refu.
Mimi pia hivyo naona hivyo imekuwa refu.
Nyinyi ndio mnapenda kufanya vitu haraka. Mimi nimeona imeenda haraka. Aya. Si tumeanza tu saa hii. Nilikuwa nadhani ndio tunaanza, imeisha. So you guys, forgive me, sikuwa nafanya nini, sikuwa na commit, but when you are doing it, make sure you are committing after you have done some change. So commit regularly and write very good commits that will describe what you did. So as I said, this extension, it helps you do some good work. One, okay, you can commit some file. You see the same change umefanya to all this, so you can commit like this too. Ninajua I just added active model and active model to this, so ninaweza commit hizo like that. So also unaweza angalia what change did you make to application controller, so this will inform your commit. So you removed authorization or you added this line, this will inform your commit message. Again, you can look at all those, find what change was made, and then you can commit them separately, but I'll just commit them all together.
Which extension is that? Extension?
Inaitwa source control.
Okay, thanks.
So because we are done, I will also post that